Good morning. Good boy. Good morning, everyone. Got a nice cup of tea. We're watching Wizards of Waverly Place.
I've got my soup bowl.
Soup bowl of coffee.
Whoa! I didn't mean to come in so ferociously, sorry.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Hello everyone, welcome to the vlog. Today is a very hot, sunny summer's day. It's currently 27 degrees. We've had a super chilled morning in bed watching Wizards of Waverly Place. I am loving going back to all of the Disney Channel shows I used to watch when I was younger. Just had a really nice fresh breakfast, some Greek yogurt with some strawberries, blueberries and some chia seeds and flax seeds on top. And now we're about to head out. We're just going to browse around some shops, maybe go grab a nice coffee somewhere too, and then we're going to come back home. I've got some really nice picky food bits. Sam is on a night shift tonight at work, so we're going to have a nice girly cozy night at home, but before he goes, a bit of a picky bit dinner, because there is nothing better than on a summer's sunny day than just having picky bits. I don't know about anyone else, I love cooking and I also love baking. It's one of my favourite hobbies, but in this heat I do not want to be standing around a hot oven. I feel like in autumn and winter I really romanticize cooking a lot more, and like light a candle, get some music on, it's all dark in here, it's nice and cool, and you can just cook away. That's why I thought we could just have a real nice picky bit dinner.
Have to get Meet the Whales for Bill.
Yeah,
That's literally...
my nephew is obsessed with whales.
That is everything.
We're gonna have a look in this little bookshop. Currently in the cutest little bookshop. We've just come upstairs and they even have these like cozy little book reading nook things. Like, look at this in the windowsill and the fairy lights. They've got a little puzzle that you can come and sit and do a puzzle. How cute is that? We found a piece. Over here there's somewhere you can sit and read. It's so cute in here. Can't leave until we at least contribute a piece.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do, and I feel like this has to go there, but I can't see how it fits.
What about the end to this one?
Oh, well, this bit 100% goes over here as well.
Got cookbooks all down here, which I'm gonna have a good look at because I love a good cookbook. And then you've got travel down here, health. Got a piece.
Yeah.
And I promise we didn't just take that out just to put it back in.
Oh my God,
So I'm gonna go for a tuna sandwich and Sam is gonna go for some strawberry waffles.
Oh yeah.
Drinks. Definitely iced.
Honey cinnamon.
Ooh.
Pistachio.
Yeah, two pistachio, yeah. Sam is just going up to order. Very much looking forward to some food and a nice iced coffee and just enjoying the view. It is very hot right now. Guys, look at these pistachio iced lattes.
Look at the froth on top, that's epic.
Oh my god, it's so good. Yeah.
I'll try it. I just want to do it.
It is literally like the pistachio Little Moons.
No way.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Liquid.
Yeah. So this is my tuna and avocado sandwich. Very much need to not spill that on my t-shirt. And then look at some waffles.
Look at my cute little love heart waffles covered in strawberries.
They're really cute. And then chocolate.
If that is Nutella, I'm going to lose my mind.
We've just been in some charity shops and now we're heading down to the river, and there's this really cute little, it's called the Cottage Coffee Shop. Dogs are welcome as well.
Should have come here, shouldn't
We should have,
we?
yeah.
We'll know for next time.
Oh, look at that tree. That's a nice tree, isn't it?
Huge Christmas tree. Yeah, I always normally get something like the sausages, bacon, etc.
Yeah, it was a bit of a treat rather than...
It's nice to get something just like light and sweet for once, but saying that, it was actually very filling.
Look at this farmhouse ice cream van. Looks so good. Sam's gone for vanilla with a flake, and I'm going for raspberry ripple. Cheers!
Cheers!
With the ears.
You stole some of my ice cream. Give me that back.
Why are you eating my camera?
I accidentally got some ice cream on your camera, I'm really sorry.
Raspberry ripple is my favourite ice cream flavour ever, and I haven't had it for years, I think.
You look like you're on a TV advert because of the background.
Really?
Yeah. For ice cream. I'm melting.
Did a fly just... We are just sat on this little bench. I've just finished my ice cream, so I'm still eating his. And this is...
That bit of the cone is the best bit. Is that your favourite bit? Yeah.
No, I don't really like the cone
Some
usually.
cones have that bit of chocolate in it as well.
Oh, I don't like that, personally. Because then, if there's chocolate in the end, then I've just had a nice refreshing ice cream, and then I have the chocolate, and then I feel like I need a drink or something more refreshing if I finish with chocolate.
So you'd like a little tiny bit of like orange juice at the bottom or something?
Oh yeah, that'd be perfect. Right. But this is our current view. There's like ducks right here. The sun is shining. It's very hot, and it's just a really nice view. I thought that we could have our little picky bit dinner before Sam goes to work. So we've got these sweet peppers, some serrano ham with cream cheese, some cherry tomatoes, some sausage rolls, some Scotch eggs, some mozzarella in pesto, some cucumber, some olives, some serrano ham, some aioli dip for... Oh, I think I got some crisps actually, yeah. I got some of these pop chips, some salami and some burrata. This is the picky bit dinner. We've got Scotch eggs, some aioli, parma ham, the parma ham wraps, cucumber, tomatoes, peppers, olives, cheese, burrata in the middle, sausage roll and some pop chips.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh my gosh! Have you made these?
No.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Sam has just left for his night shift, and I thought we could have a little bit of a chat. I've just asked on my Instagram story for some questions for a Q&A section. The first question, which isn't really worded as a question, but I am assuming there's some sort of question within that. Would love to see some household content, like you explaining your weekly routine. I am a full-on routine girly. I thrive off routine, and if my routine is thrown, then it throws me completely. I feel like I've really found something that works well for me, and I wouldn't necessarily call it a routine. I would call it more of a system. Things that enable me to kind of tick all the boxes that I want to tick through a day and through a week, depending on my goals and my personal values. If you're wanting to set some type of routine for yourself, before you even get to that point, you need to understand what you actually value in life, what your goals are, what are you wanting to get out of a routine. Because if you're just doing something because it's trending or because you think that you should, you're going to be wasting your time on things that potentially aren't serving you. Once you've actually got maybe 4 or 5 things that you truly value, what makes you you, then you can start to work out your goals from those, and then from your goals you can work out the steps that you need to take to get there, and then you can try and fit those steps into your daily system. And the reason that I call it a system and not a routine is because routine can sometimes make it feel a little bit too regimented, like it needs to be this, then this, then this, then this, in a particular order at a particular time, and that can feel too overwhelming, especially if you happen to wake up later one day. With a system, it just means that whenever during the day you can get those things done. Some days it might be easier to do a walk in the morning, sometimes at lunch, sometimes after work. Things are flexible and things can be moved around. Some people feel with routines that they have less freedom and they feel really suffocated and restricted, like, oh, I have to do this, this and this and this. I don't tick every box on my routine every day. I definitely don't. I try my best, but it's not always possible, and my routine system is constantly changing. So if I come back to it and I think I'm really just consistently not ticking that box, maybe it's something I'm not valuing at the moment, maybe it's something I'm not prioritizing at the moment, then I'm take it off. And I can suffer with having too much mental load. And if you are someone like that, where you are struggling with having a lot of mental load constantly, then having some sort of system in place could really help you. Because what it means is, once you've done the initial hard bit of working out your values and your goals, your steps to get there, so therefore what does that mean that I need to do every day and every week to get there? Once you've done that, that is the tricky part. Then you've got your system in place. You can then forget about everything. So I put all of my daily to-do list in Notion. It includes everything that I need to do possible in a day to hit all of my personal goals. And that basically allows me so much freedom, because you know, when you wake up and you're thinking, I need to do this, 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 I don't know, and you're trying to remember everything and it's bouncing through your head, you don't need to do that. Everything that is on your like daily to-do list, for example on mine, I've got it behind me, I've got to take my medication, I've got to set up a nice home ambience before I start work with nice ambience on the TV, maybe lighting a candle, getting my Stanley filled up with water, putting Cooper out, having my vitamins, my gut health tablets, breakfast, a cup of tea, putting a wash load on, everything that I need to do for work is on here, doing my steps, my lunch, going to the gym, prepping dinner. Like, there is so much that I have on here. I don't have to think about any of those things, and that is so freeing, because what it means is if I'm ever stuck, or I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD, but I do relate to a lot of the ADHD traits, and I do feel like sometimes I can get stuck in a bit of an ADHD paralysis, where your mind is so full of thoughts and things to do that it shuts you down. And that has happened to me so many times, but since I've had this list, which I've had for maybe about a year, that doesn't happen to me anymore, because if I'm ever stuck and thinking I really don't know what to do, I open up my list and I just pick something, anything. It doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter if it's in the right order. I just pick it and do it, and then do another one and do another one and do another one, and I never have to think about anything that's on the list. That is like my general daily list, and then I also have a weekly list too, which is way shorter, and it is just consists of things that I like to do each week. For example, doing a deep clean of the bathrooms, I do on a Tuesday. Sorting out the fridge, the HelloFresh, Monday. And on here I've also got the gym classes, which is like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and Saturday, so they're all on there. Sunday reset is on there, the days that I vlog is on there, the days that I edit is on there. So I have 2 separate lists within Notion. One is my daily routine and then one is my weekly routine, and it is just things like wash bedding on this day, wash towels on this day, wash clean bathroom on this day, etc. Full house reset on a Sunday, mini house reset on a Thursday, because I like it to be nice for the weekend. With these 2, it enables me to tick every box that I want to tick. You know, when people say, how do people balance everything? And I am not here saying that I have everything perfectly balanced, because I don't. And I'm working on it. Especially since coming back from holidays, I am still trying to build everything back into my routine. It takes 21 days on average to make something a habit, and I'm kind of starting to build everything back in since being on like Dominican and Sorrento, and I was ill before that, so I am trying to incorporate everything back. So right now I don't, but the system is there, and it's there for me to start building and adding on it. And the good thing about it is that it's flexible. So if you realize, actually I'm not able to get up at this time, or that's not going to quite fit, or I think I've pushed it too far there, or like, you can just move things around, you can change things, you can delete things, and I do that quite often, and there's really no shame in that. As you go through life, things change, your priorities change, and so your routine and system like also needs to change too. I actually get up before I start work 2 hours before, and I don't have to do that, but I really value time to myself. I really value getting up to start my day for me, and not getting up to start my day for the company that I work for. And when you get up just a little bit earlier and you're able to empty the dishwasher, put a wash load on, watch some YouTube, have a nice cup of tea in peace, when you're able to do all of these things for you, you're starting your work day having already ticked a lot of boxes for yourself, and that is a really good feeling to have. I also have an app that I have recently started using. This is not an ad. As soon as someone says that, I'm like instantly like, this is an ad. This is not an ad. I saw someone else using it on TikTok and I was like, I really want to try that. It's called Plan Joy. Like I said, all of my daily routine is currently on Notion. However, I do have to manually tick every box every day and manually untick it. It's fine because I work from home and I have it on quite a large monitor, but when you're kind of doing things around the house, or if you don't work from home, then it's probably not the best thing for you to plan your routine system on. Whereas this app is, you don't have to manually tick and untick everything every single day, because it will automatically just reappear for the following day. What I really like about it is that you can set certain tasks to repeat on certain days. So for example, doing a deep clean of the bathrooms on a Tuesday, you can make it repeat every week on a Tuesday. So for me, it's just about having a system in place that takes off the mental load. So instead of you feeling restricted by a routine, you actually have freedom. Because think about how much more brain space you can have from letting all of that go from your mind. And all you have to think about is, I need to do something. What do I do? Let's just click on my Plan Joy app and pick something and do whatever feels right for you. I do have it set out in times just so that it has some sort of order, but I don't follow that like religiously. I do move stuff around. I just like it to have some sort of flow to it, because if you don't give it a time, then it's all kind of mixing together and a little bit confusing. I'm really enjoying this app at the minute. It's got a focus time section, which has this really cute like little, I think it's a penguin or something, and it's like all bubbly, and so you can set a focus time on it, and I find that noise really relaxing. And I have a charger on my desk. I prop it up on that and say I want to have like a good hour or 45 minutes, however long, doing a particular task. Set your focus time on and get to work. And yeah, I've got a really cute theme on it at the moment that I love, and I would highly recommend this app if you're a bit of a type A person and you want to have some sort of system. I've still not finished setting it up because it does take a while to input everything. You can add a little picture icon to everything that you add, and yeah, setting it whether you want it to repeat on which days. It is taking me a long time, but I've done like most of the day to afternoon. I just need to finish like the evening routine, but so far I am loving this app so much, and it is really helping me. I think that answers the question. I'm sorry this was quite a long blab, but this is something also that I have wanted to explain on the vlog for a long time, because I'm so big into routines. I feel like they help me so much, and I really just hope that this can help someone who feels a little bit overwhelmed, who has a lot of mental load, to create something like this. If you want me to film a bit more in detail of how exactly I made it, then let me know and I will film that in the next vlog. The next question is actually from Sam's best friend. I'm not going to name any names. I think it's a little bit of a jokey question, but it is, apart from him not being mint at anything, what do you wish Sam was better at? I am going to answer it honestly, and I will double check with him that he's okay with me saying this. So if it is left in the vlog, then it means that he's okay with me saying this. But I wish that he was better at being kinder to himself. He's not the nicest to himself sometimes in his mind, and he will sometimes prioritize everybody else and put himself at the bottom of the list. And I do talk to him quite a lot about filling up your own cup first and giving everyone else the overflow. So do what makes you happy first, prioritize yourself. Don't prioritize other people at the expense of your own self. And I know for some people, like with children and things like that, that is much easier said than done. I think that it should be something that we aim for where we can. Opportunities that you get to do whatever you need to do to fill up your own cup, do that first, and let everyone else have the wonderful overflow that pours out of that, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. And sometimes he will over apologize for things. He does so much around the house, he does so much to help me day in, day out. We are such a good team. Obviously we're all only human, and some days you've only got a certain amount of percent to give. Sometimes someone might only be able to contribute 30% of their energy that day because they might have things going on. But if they contribute all of that 30%, then they are contributing 100% of what they've got. Which means that sometimes the other person in the relationship needs to pick up that 70% slack. And that's okay. And I feel like we're really good with balancing that. Some days I don't have it in me and he will do everything possible, and vice versa. And sometimes he will say, oh, I'm really sorry, like, because I tend to do a lot of the morning jobs, he tends to do a lot of the evening jobs. Sometimes, because I'm more of a morning person, he's like a night owl. Sometimes he's not got the energy and he'll say, I can't do the kitchen today, I'm really sorry. Sometimes he'll over apologize for it because he'll feel really bad about it, and I have to say to him, please do not apologize for something like that, because you don't have to apologize ever to anyone for like respecting your own boundaries and just doing what you are capable of, and you've got nothing to apologize for that. That's a bit of a jokey question, but answering it honestly, I wish he was kinder to himself. He gives himself such a hard time sometimes, and he's truly amazing at everything he does, and he helps me so much. And yeah, I wish he would put himself first a lot more and respect his own boundaries and stop apologizing. The dream person, I wish sometimes I could clone him, because I say quite a lot, everyone needs a Sam. Everyone truly needs a Sam in their life. And I was actually watching Taylor Swift's new podcast, and which is a whole separate thing because I've been so excited about that, but she says that Travis is a human exclamation point, and I was like, oh my god, like that is Sam, like he is a human exclamation point, because she said he's a vibe booster, and that is exactly what happens with Sam when he walks into a room. It's just like an instant, he's just got such a smiley, happy, uplifting vibe, and yeah, I just love him so much. So yeah, I just wish he was kinder to himself. The next question is, will you be doing Vlogmas this year? And the answer to this question is yes, I will be doing Vlogmas this year. I can't not do it. However, the extent to which I will be able to do Vlogmas, I'm not sure, because I don't have that much annual leave left this year. Obviously I've been to Dominican, I've been to Sorrento, I've had quite a lot of leave this year, and I don't know how much I will be able to get approved in December. So right now it's kind of pending. I obviously can vlog before work, on my lunch break, after work, but it's really hard to do that and edit it to get it up every single day. But I will be doing my absolute best version possible of Vlogmas. This is going to be my first year of autumn and Christmas actually being fully treated, getting back to my usual self and feeling my best self mentally and physically. So I really feel like Vlogmas is going to be a special one this year, and I will be uploading as much as I possibly can because I love all the festivities. I love that time of year so much. It's my happiest time. They're also my favourite vlogs to watch back as well. I love spending that time of year with all of you as well. I'm going to go and have a cozy night now. It is 8:30. I'm gonna go and get cozy on the sofa, light the candles, a bit of YouTube on, and just chill out. And I've wanted a night like this for a long time, so I am very much looking forward to that. This heat is wiping me out. I don't know about anybody else. I'm just struggling in this heat. It's so ready for, guys, it's actually gonna start cooling down though. Let me give the autumn girlies of good news, okay, for the weather. This is for where I live at least. Today and yesterday have been the hottest days. It's been like 31 degrees. Today's been 27 degrees. Tomorrow 23, then Sunday 24, and then Monday 22, 21, 18, 18, 20, 20, 21. It's coming down. We're going to be like 10 degrees less, and that's the maximum of the day. The minimum of the day, some of the days, is like 10 degrees, and I love that so much. Get your house cold, especially living in a new build. This house gets super hot and it retains the heat really well because it's so well insulated. Whenever the temperature outside your house is less than the temperature inside, you want to open all of the windows. Let all of the cold air in. Open all of them in your house. If you just open a few, there won't be like a flow of the air all around the house. Open every single window, back doors open, everything, when the temperature is less than in your house. And then as it heats up, like from the morning to the afternoon, the second that the temperature outside is more than inside, even if it's a really windy day, it doesn't matter, that air is going to be hotter than inside your house. Shut all the windows, shut all the blinds, shut all the curtains, keep all of the cold air in your house, and don't have your windows open. And then again in the evening, as soon as it's dropped outside, open everything again. And that has helped me so much. That is also why I really love getting up at 5 AM, especially in the summer, because you can just do the dishwasher, do the wash load, do everything while the house is at a much cooler temperature. And I just stand at the back door in the morning and just like breathe in all the like fresh cold 16-degree air, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait until we've got this as like our average day temperature. I really can't wait. And also, I know I've been like sat here blabbing for the longest time, but any of the fitness girlies watching, I don't know if you've seen the TikTok sort of like trend, but it's called winter arc. And if you search winter arc, I'm on like winter arc talk. If you search it on TikTok, it's basically this wintry, cold, frosty winter fitness aesthetic. You really need to watch the videos to understand, but me and Sam really enjoy going to the gym, and most people I think go to the gym leading up to summer because they've got the summer holidays coming up. We actually prefer and love going to the gym autumn, winter time, especially winter time, when it's dark, when all the cars frozen, when it's frosty. And there's just something about that. If you are like into fitness, then you might understand. If you're not, then you probably think, hell no, like I do not want to be going to the gym when it's dark and cold and, you know. But if you are into fitness, then you might understand like that feeling of the winter arc feeling is unmatched. Good morning everyone, happy Saturday. I'm just making me and Sam a bit of a nice weekend treat breakfast. So I'm going to have some cheese and ham croissants, and we're currently watching Parent Trap, which is one of my favourite childhood films, and Sam's never seen it, so we're really enjoying having a cozy movie day at home. We're now watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We're having a real movie day today, haven't we?
Yeah, that film we just watched was 2 hours. Now this one's like 2.5 hours.
Did you enjoy the Parent Trap?
I really did actually, yeah. I really did.
Just about to do some baking, and I'm going to make these Millie's cookies. It's the BBC recipe. It's the one I do every time. It's the best. That was super quick, honestly. Took probably less than 10 minutes. Just rolled them all up into rustic balls. These are probably going to be slightly too big, so they probably will spill into each other, but I'm going to get these in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. And super quick, they are already out of the oven. And it might look like they're a bit underdone, but you just need to let them cool and then put them on a cooling rack, and then they will be perfect.
I was made fun of because I was taking a long time to roll my circles.
Yeah, I had to fit more in here, that's why they've gone squished.
These look like little butts.
We've got the cookies and we're just watching Game of Thrones.
I think you dropped one.
We're on series 4, episode 10.
This is the last episode of series 10. It's series 4.
Yeah, we really like Game of Thrones, don't we?
I've got 3 more. I've got 3 more whole series. Oh my god. There's still so much still to happen. I'm having to not talk about it at all.
Yeah. Sam's already seen it before.
Oh, it's perfectly warm.
Is it?
Yeah, this is like Domino's cookie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. So I'm just about to dye my hair, and I thought I would show you what I use. I used to do box dye a very long time ago. Then I started going to a salon, and now I just do it myself, but not with a box dye. This is salon quality stuff. I use the Weller hair dye, which is the exact same hair dye that they used to use on me in the salon. And the colour that I get is the shade 457. It does say vibrant reds, but it isn't red. It's just a dark brown with a red undertone. But because my hair is so long and thick, I have to use at least 2 of these. And then the ratio that you need to do is basically 2 of these emulsions. I get the 1.9% per one of these. So in total for my hair, every time I dye it, is 4 of these and then 2 tubes of these. You literally just mix them together in a bowl and then whack it on, and I leave it on for about half an hour. And yeah, I really love this colour. It is it looks red as well, like when you take it out of these, but I promise it's definitely not. It's just a, like you can see there, medium brown, mahogany brown. So it's a dark brown but with a very warm undertone, and I love that because I love it when the sun shines on my hair and it has, you know, that red tone to it, the warm tones. Should we go to the river?
Do you think I still need?
I would just pop on to answer another question that came through on the Q&A, and then I think I will call it there because I really need to get this edited and uploaded. The question says, new subscriber here, love your cozy videos, thank you so much. How did you and Sam meet? Me and Sam met at a gym. So I used to go to a gym whilst I was at university. I just used to go there as a member, but Sam worked there as a personal trainer. I wasn't his personal training client, don't worry, before everyone assumes the stereotype. I got into fitness so much so that I wanted to become a personal trainer myself. I was really busy in my final year at university because I was full-time in university. I also was working in a bar to earn money to pay for my personal training course, and then I was studying my personal training course. Once I passed that, I got a job working at the gym that I went to, so the one that Sam was working at as a personal trainer. I didn't know about him. Well, I knew of him, and my friend actually used to joke, and we used to, oh, I don't think I can say this. I used to call him like Fit Sam at the gym because he used to like walk past, and we always used to joke and be like, oh, Fit Sam's over there. Had no idea it was gonna go this way. Then I got a job working at the gym, but part-time, and as I was working there more, I realised that they actually really needed someone for a full-time position, but I was still in full-time university. Everyone told me not to do it and that it would be a really bad idea, but I knew that when I finished York University, University of York, that I wanted to stay in York afterwards, and if I didn't have a job lined up full-time, then I wouldn't be able to afford to stay in the city and I'd have to move back home. So it was coming up to the end of like my third year anyway. I've heard that sometimes like with the universe it will draw you to a city to where you're supposed to be, and I really feel like that's what happened because I had no reason to stay in York. I had no family there. All my friends were moving away from York, but I just felt drawn that I had to stay there even though I didn't know anyone. Then was balancing full-time university, third year, with my dissertation and everything, alongside full-time working in the gym for a year. That's where I met Sam, and we were very good friends first. Personally just trying to keep my distance because this was my first full-time ever job and I really didn't want anything to get messy. For example, I tried it with Sam and it didn't work out, and I didn't know, obviously now I know how nice he is. At the time I didn't know that, and that could have been really then painful for me if it didn't work out, having to go, you know, see somebody every day. So I really didn't want anything to do with anyone at work. I also didn't want any gossip going around or anything like that. Sam was the first person that I actually worked with because I shadowed his first shift, and I remember feeling like something was going on, or maybe he liked me, because when he walked through the door at 5:30 in the morning, he'd done all of his hair in like a quiff, and everyone else who worked there was like, he never does his hair. The fact he's done his hair, especially at this time in the morning, he must like you. And I remember shadowing one of his fitness classes and like looking in the mirror at us both stood next to each other thinking, we look quite nice together. And yeah, I did fancy him. I had to bury that feeling down because I really didn't want any drama at like the new job, and I didn't really know what he was like either. He was so nice to me. He was so smiley and just full of energy like he always is, and just made such a good impression. Sam said that I was very kind of, he called me an ice queen, very cold. Obviously I was really nice, but I had like huge walls up, like I was very closed off to anything, but I did really fancy him. I always thought he was really good looking. Basically my car broke down because, I say my car broke down, but it didn't really. It left my lights on. Recently kind of just started driving, getting the grips of everything, and my car battery died because I left my lights on. And so when I finished my shift, I'd gone outside, it was chucking it down with rain, where the rain is like bouncing off the floor, and it was pitch black in the evening. Got into my car. Sam had already come in to train, which I now know that every time I was like working, he came in to train at different times based on when I was working, just so he could see me. And my car, yeah, wouldn't start. So I called up reception at work and I said, has anyone got jump leads to come and start my car? And I heard that they went and asked Sam, and he initially said no because he was mid-training session, and then I heard him say, who's asking? And they said Monica, and all of a sudden he has jump leads. So he came out chucking it down with rain. I felt awful because he was like mid-training session. Restarted my car, and then I got home and I messaged him and I just said thank you so much for helping me with my car, and then the conversation just continued from then. He was more mad that because of his oily hands he wouldn't be able to use chopsticks for Wagamamas because he was going to Wagamamas with his family that evening, and that started a whole conversation about Wagamamas, and eventually we ended up going on our first date to Wagamamas. The rest is history. Just going to answer one more question very quickly. So have you chosen your wedding date, season, colour scheme? To answer that, truthfully, no, we haven't planned anything. We actually don't know if we're going to go down a big wedding route. If you didn't know, we got engaged a couple months ago, which is really exciting. Being completely honest, I was never that girl who wanted a really big wedding, so I don't know. I think we're going to just enjoy our engagement for a little while. We don't have a date. If we had to pick some sort of season, probably autumn. Me and Sam both love autumn, and yeah, I just love like the orangey brown tones, so that kind of probably would be the colour scheme. But like I said, it's not huge on my priority list, and yeah, just enjoying the engagement for now. I feel like people get really surprised when I say that because they think that I'm going to want a huge big wedding, and I I don't know. Please let me know your thoughts if you had a wedding or you're planning on having a wedding, what you're going for. Because yeah, I'm torn, and I'm ended up on Wedding Talk right now on TikTok, and it's confusing me even more. We really don't know what we want to do. I just feel very torn because I feel like society tells you that you need to go down one route, but in my heart I don't think a big wedding is for me or for him. So maybe something super small, maybe an elopement, or maybe we would go down the big wedding route. I'm not sure. I'm going to end this vlog here because I need to get this edited and uploaded, but I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, do let me know in the comments or send me a DM and I will answer them in the next one. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and turn on the notifications bell icon so that you never miss an upload, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.